Hi everybody, my name is Rosie and I am Deputy CEO with Bipolar UK. For those of you who may not know me, I have oversight of our services and also I will look after our safeguarding. For all of you who volunteer with the charity, I'd like to say a massive thank you. This is Volunteer Week, and as a national event, in recognition of all the volunteering you do, I'd just like to say we really appreciate everything, all the time you dedicate, and the fact that you spend many times looking after people that have bipolar, if you're in our peer support services, for example. And also you do use your platforms if you're an ambassador, for example, to raise the voice of our community, to raise vital funds for us, and to share your lived experience, which again enables people to reach us and also understand they're not alone living with bipolar. And you might be a trustee or a former trustee. We really thank you too for all the work and support you've given us in shaping our governance and the governance of the charity.
Thank you for volunteering with us. My name's Sarah. I'm the services manager for our support groups at Bipolar UK, and my job would not be half as fantastic as what it is if it wasn't for working with you all as volunteers.
Happy Volunteering Week, Bipolar UK volunteers. A huge thanks to all of you, our brilliant volunteers who help so much to run our support groups in Cardiff, in Swansea, Chepstow, Merthyr, Ponty, and all across Wales. It's only thanks to you, our incredible volunteers, that we're able to empower thousands of people with bipolar and their families to live well with the condition every year.
Hello everyone, my name is James. I'm a member of staff at Bipolar UK and I look after our volunteers in the southwest. I also run a couple of support groups myself online. I, like our other staff, just wanted to say thank you to all of our volunteers, those who help us in our groups that run face-to-face and also in our online groups. Volunteers are invaluable to us, and I so enjoy working with our volunteers as well. I learn so much from every one of the volunteers that I work with. The volunteers that help me in the online groups I run, I couldn't do it without you. And I hope that all our volunteers know how much we appreciate you and how much we all feel that we couldn't do our job and our work with our support groups without you.
Thank you so much for volunteering. We wouldn't be able to do what we do and offer what we do without you.
Maybe you do volunteer in our support groups as one of our co-facilitators, or maybe you're a media volunteer, or you could even be an events volunteer taking part to help fundraise for us, running races, taking part in other events around the UK. However you do volunteer for us is absolutely fantastic, and I just want to personally say thank you for giving up your time. By you supporting us, it allows us to reach even more people who are affected by bipolar, and together we can achieve great things. Thank you so much.
I know volunteering is something that people dedicate their free time to, but quite often it could probably feel like a thankless task, and it never is where we're concerned, because we really do appreciate everything you're doing. And I know our communities do too. I met somebody in a support group, for example, this week, who said before they attended the meeting, they felt hopeless. It was only after they'd spent a couple of hours with other people living with bipolar that they suddenly felt less hopeless and there was hope on the horizon. Now that's a massive achievement and turnaround. And we couldn't do that without volunteers. We couldn't do that because they keep our network of support groups running. They keep the national support groups running as well. So I think one of the key things that I want to say is, on behalf of our service users and community out there, thank you too for all the volunteering you do, because you enable them to have the services they do. And I know as a charity, we want you to look after yourself. We really appreciate everything you're doing, but I wanted to say, as I finish off this thank you message, please, as part of Volunteering Week, maybe think a little bit about, as a volunteer, what you need, because volunteering can be time consuming, but also it can be quite exhausting. And you having self-care is so important. So what does that look like for you? And it may be something very, very simple. You might want to just, I don't know, pop that bit of exercise back in the diary. One says that one's going to go swimming next week. So what does yours look like? It might be something that is visiting that coffee shop you've not been to for a while. Maybe it's having a phone call with a friend that you've not done for a while. Maybe it's going to have a call with our peer support line. Or maybe you'd like to book in a call with our reflective practitioner, June, who's willing to have a good chat with you about any form of self-care or your volunteering. So without further ado, I just want to say thank you again. All your roles are vital to the charity. You do so much for us and we really appreciate it and celebrate you in National Volunteer Week. So thank you.